The Hunger. Welcome to Board Games Daddy. So I'm recording this video closer to the Halloween of 2023. So I decided to bring some horror games for the channel. First, I have the chance to open them and see what is inside. So today is The Hunger. So what is The Hunger? The Hunger is a vampire game. During one night, vampires will go out. They will try to um, do as much damage and drink as much blood as possible, and then they need to go back to the castle before the night ends, or they all die, literally. And a particular thing about this game is made by Richard Garfield. So if this name doesn't tell you anything, that's because you've never played Magic the Gathering. This is the most famous creator out there of card games, and Magic the Gathering is a masterpiece. But I guess all the remaining games that he's been creating, they are not that big or that famous. But anyway, it's Richard Garfield. It's worth the reference. So this is from Renegade. The artwork is very cool. I've played this game once, so I can give you some hints during the video. I just turned the box around, so everything just went messy inside for sure. So there's going to be a map. Everything starts on the castle, and you need to go out during the night, hunt. That's why the name of the game is The Hunger, because you are with lots of hungry, and you need to eat and then go back to the castle before the day comes, and get most points for you to be the winner. Okay, so let's see what is inside before you do. So if this is just a reminder, if you like the content of this video, don't forget to leave a like, help this channel to grow by leaving a like. And if you feel like it, subscribe, share with friends, and be part of this community. I truly believe if you like card games and board games, that there will be interesting content in my channel. Especially if you like Richard Garfield and Magic, then I definitely invite you to visit it, because I have lots of content there. So the first interesting stuff here for this game is the board, which is a big board. I'm going to open, and it has two sides depending on the number of players, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying to figure out where the difference. I guess the difference is down here. Let's see, one side and B side. So this is the B side. Don't know which one I should show you. Let's try the A side. See, A, there's an A here, almost invisible. So it's so big that I need to raise sorry, I need to raise the camera a bit here. Sorry, while I sneeze, I'm going to raise the camera for you to have a better view, because this is very big. Look at the size of my hand, the size of the board. Okay, there's a scoring pad here on the bottom, and then you can visit all these places in the game. So everyone starts here on the castle, and then there's an area here, which is the castle area, and then another area, the city and the forest, and there's a track that you can go further with some side tracks, and then it ends there in the labyrinth, where you can get a very powerful card, and then you need to go all the way back to the castle. And this is the problem of this game, because I may say this is a push your luck thing, or the more ambitious you are in going further, the less chances you'll have to get back to the castle in time, so you can get screwed and completely die and not be able to be in the castle when the clock ticks and the timer ends for you to be able to score your points in the end. Okay. Manual. I like the style and the layout. You'll see the cards. I personally like the cards. They look very cool. And that's it. The game is a little bit complex, so although the manual is not that big, it's a little bit complex. So let me put the box now on top of this. So then you have this market. This is where the cards will be available for you to buy here, like this. And the number of tiles depends on the number of players. You'll have the first column where they are cheaper, and then the one where they are more expensive. And the game goes to 15 rounds. Here you have the moon that counts all the 15 rounds, and then on the 15 the sun raises, and if you are outside, because you are a vampire, you're gone. Yeah, and the vampires will be these guys here. So what are the names? Let's see. So Josephine Lafayette, which seems like a voodoo type of vampire. And then these are your inventory. So your discard pile, your deck. This is a deck builder. So you'll build your deck. You create your cards for your hand. Your playing area or play, and then digest is when you eat people, convert to points or something. Then the second vampire will be Lady Beatrice, a more aristocrat vampire. They're all the same, so this is a symmetrical game. There's no difference between the characters. Yoko Chiyako, so a Japanese vampire that comes to visit Europe. At the same time as Boris Puchin. Boris what? Pochkin. So the Russian vampire. Maybe the owner of the castle, because this looks like very European place. Or would it be this one? Don Corvazio. So this is the Italian vampire, the Don Corvazzi. And there is Rajesh Amara. So this came from India. They came to have some vacations in Europe, and when they were here, they need to eat. So there you go. So you'll have your own token that goes around like this, the map. So you can use the color and the picture of it. And what is this? Some blood icons, which I don't remember what they are. There's the for the scoring tokens here for the scoring, and the moon for scoring the stages where you are. More tokens here put around the board. When you go to certain places, you just reveal the tokens. Okay, and I guess we need to go to the cards. Where should we start? So okay, so this is like starter deck, I think. So you have these powers that you can activate when you play these cards. Okay, so this card will allow you to do certain things. And you have the Ass for starter, and then this card, for example, you gain 1 blood for each human you hunt this turn. The hunger. Draw a card if you have at least 1 human in your play area, so you can combo here. So if you play a human and then you play this, you draw another card. And this is a cost of acquisition, if I'm not mistaken. Vampire speed and or 3 if you have at least 1 human in your play area. Okay, so you see the faces, so every player will have their own starter deck. Okay, their own starter deck for the 6 vampires, and then along the way you'll be able to then acquire these cards for improving your deck. Okay, so I'll just lower a bit the camera now. We don't need to be that high for us to take a look at these cards. Who is this one? Pagoli, the owl. Okay, so I guess this symbol is a path companion that you can have. Inspiring, gain 1 mission when you hunt Pagoli. Okay, and then it's a permanent that always gives you blood, I guess blood other points when you gain a mission. Gray Pagoli, so those are the names of the pets, right? It's also a pet here, gain 1 point at the end of the game for each wolf that you have. So if you collect wolves, this is a wolf here, it will give you points. It's end of the game point. Marilyn. So if you hunt Marilyn, cards will also have like affiliation for set collection, etc. So I don't know the name of this. We'll see it somewhere. But it gives you 2 points when you hunt her. Harter. Isabel. Gain 2 points at the end of the game if you have a rose. So the rose is the card that you can get in the end here, in the end of the board, and gives you 2 more points if you have Isabel. So these guys are the military, the affiliation to the military. Another pet, which is called Chops. Angus. Eglantine. Confused, move 4 spaces away from the castle. Okay, so I guess there is a bad thing when it gives you a lot of points, but then you have the bad thing, which is you move away from castle. Moving away from the castle is bad because you need to get back to the castle, unless you are going into different direction. That may be good then. Varies. Gain. There's a set collection there. Gain 1 point at the end of the game for each member of this affiliation that you have hunted. So this the lotus flower, right? Yeah, she has a sword, and all the cards are unique, so there's no repetition. Carlisle, right? Is a religious faction here. Agnes, Bridget. Okay, so if you hunt her on the plains, which is not the castle, not the forest, etc., you get +1 point. So you need to hunt her in a certain place. Okay, vampiric will, so no affiliation. These are vampire powers. Another pet. Oh, this is not Chops, but Malak. So they have different, same artwork but different names. Mycroft, a religious guy, so the brother of Sherlock Holmes. Another vampiric wheel. Old Nell. So these are like poor guys without affiliations. Oh, there's the cat as well. Cantor Sami. It comes with lots of points, but holy water you cannot hunt this turn. So and the priestess, lots of cards. Yeah, Answorth, Ophelia, another holy water. Bradford, Neems, Marcel, Jack. Is that a man? Evo, Momo, Osmo, Friar Tank instead of Friar Truck. Friar Tuck. This one is Friar what? Tunk. Okay. Rufus, Campbell, the drunk guy, Prince Godfrey. Okay, another wolf. Oh, that's a pigeon here. It's a pet. Farkas. Burr. Bruce. More pets. Cards are all upside down. Oh man. It's vampiric stuff. You may hunt an extra time this turn. Ooh. Zephania. Katarina. Wow, form of mist. You may teleport to the next well. Okay, so wells are checkpoints. And there it is, the rose. So this is a very strong card that, check how it goes. So the rose is worth 3 points. Then it's a permanent, gain 1 at the end of the turns where you hunt. So it will give you more points every turn. But you need to go all the way until the end to get it. And I guess there's something with the game that if you have the rose in the end of the game, it also gives you more points. I'm not sure, I need to go back. Oh, Belle. Jeez, she looks cool. Okay. Roxane, Ivan, form of path. Okay, so vampiric wheels, mirrored cards, bats. We are Vlad? I know. We Vlad. Reference to Vlad. What else we have here? So the remaining characters in the game, Brother Stewart. Okay. Sirana. Gain 4 at the end of the game if you have Roxane. Oh, that was another character. So if you have both, more points. Billy and Boris. These are super cheap guys. Bernard, Ruth, Faviana, Henrietta. The perfect rose. This is worth 5. So the roses will be stacked, right? And if you take you are the first to get, you'll get the best one, which would be this, 5 points, and gives you 2 points at the end of the turns where you do not hunt. Okay, so this is do not hunt. What's the other one? Do not hunt. Okay, strange. Frida, Pitbull, another rose. This just gives you eternal rose, so the eternal rose is even better, right? Because it just gives you one, I don't know. I have some issue here on screen. Calvin, Titus, Peter, Patricia, Zara, Victoria, Mindy, Eli, Mary, Faith, Yaga, Baba Yaga, Yuri, Eleanor, and Cotton. Okay, so these guys are all asked to be eaten. And there's also these tiles that you put around in the board in certain places, and then when you reveal, you gain the bonus objective. So you gain this, and you gain that. So these are end game effects. Some of them are end game effects, some are different because they have different colors. Let me see if I can find the different one. The difference is very subtle. Yeah, you see some are darker, like these ones, and that you can discard to gain something. You immediately gain 5 if you have the rose. You discard, etc. No, this one belongs to this side here. Okay, so you can get rid of them to get a bonus, and then these ones would be for end of the game. Feelings about the game. First time you play is very tough because you don't know exactly how the clock is going to thicken every turn. So you really need to have already a strategy before you start. Strategy of how you want to go around, because if you go very far away, you may not have time to walk back to the castle and survive. And by the boats here, you travel faster. You see, it's the spaces between the tiles are much larger, so you should come back by the boats and try to get as much as points as possible on the way in, then to go back and hopefully be the winner. There's an expansion for the game which I don't have. I hope that introduces good mechanics. It's not the best game around, I confess. The experience has been quite strange with people playing this, but I wanted to give another try now that I've played both times, to see if I can steer the group in a different way and imprint on their minds the problem of this being a push your luck thing. You push, but you may not get back, so it's your own risk. I hope you've enjoyed. So I would like to revisit this video once I have the expansion, and I hope that you can consider subscribing and be part of this community by then. So see you on the next videos. Goodbye.